There's nothing inherently wrong with the markets right now, and no reason to expect that markets are having a big sell-off anytime shortly. Again, we just went through this corrective cycle. We're kind of in this this bull phase of the markets right now. It's still kind of early. The best setup likely for the next 5 to 10% correction type thing this year will be before that election that we've talked about previously, that August-September period as we get ready to go into the election. Let's talk about the markets and what you need to know before the bell this morning. So Friday was interesting because on Friday, the market broke through the 20-day moving average early in the day. And markets were kind of selling off weak on that economic data. And it was kind of interesting because bad data seemed to be like bad news seemed to actually be bad news early Friday. Markets sold off and actually touched the 50-day moving average. So on an intraday basis, we broke that 20-day moving average support, held support at the 50. In the last hour of the trading day, there was a huge surge in buying. It was end of the month, buying, I guess, or whatever went on, but there was a massive amount of buying right in the last hour of the day, which sent the market surging back above the 20-day moving average. So on a closing basis, the 20-day moving average held support. So again, we've had a successful test really in one day. We tested both the 50 and the 20-day and held both of those. So the market's still within that fairly bullish trend. We remain within this consolidation that we've been in for the last really couple of weeks. The fact that the market closed above the 20-day moving average held that support level. So now we're kind of back, theoretically to this previous kind of run in the markets where we just kind of held the 20-day moving average that acted as primary support. Still on the sell signal though, so that suggests that upside to the markets may be somewhat limited near term. And we may just kind of be stuck in this range where we are right now. Maybe we get to some minor new all-time highs. Maybe we come back down and flirt with this 50-day moving average. So again, we're likely just going to kind of be stuck here for the next couple of weeks while we work off some of this overbought condition that we're about halfway through that process of getting relative strength kind of worked off that kind of overbought structure. And we've got the sell signal in place, which also suggests that upside may be somewhat limited. Again, nothing to really worry about here. The market is doing fine right now, so you don't need to go make any major portfolio adjustments. Just kind of understand that this kind of grind we've been in for the last couple of weeks, where it's just the market's really not going anywhere, just kind of a big rotation within the markets, that may continue here for another week or so. So again, don't get frustrated because you're not making any money. It's just that the market's not doing anything. But again, just kind of keep a watch on that because again, there's nothing inherently wrong with the markets right now. And again, no reason to expect that markets are having a big sell-off anytime shortly. Again, as we just went through this corrective cycle, we're kind of in this this bull phase of the markets right now. It's still kind of early. And again, kind of the best setup likely for the next kind of 5 to 10% correction type thing this year will be before that election that we've talked about previously, that August-September period as we get ready to go into the election in November. That's where markets tend to kind of correct a bit, just kind of, removing some risk before that election really kind of ramps up in October heading into November. So again, that's just kind of the next, probably the most logical opportunity. Doesn't mean it can't happen sooner. Doesn't mean certainly that we can't have a correction this month or even next month. That's certainly possible. That all will depend, of course, on, various things, more inflation reports that are coming out. Of course, weaker economic data, the Fed doing something that's unexpected could all cause a correction sooner than later. But I'm just talking statistically speaking, likely the markets are going to be fine for the next month or so, and then a correction, like I said, in September, October-ish, August, September, October being there. So anyway, that's what you need to know before the bell this morning.